The following is a presentation of Muddy River Sports.
Welcome to another episode of Schuck on a Truck, brought to you by Shottenkirk Toyota. I'm Muddy River Sports editor Matt Schuckman, talking baseball cards and other collectibles today on the tailgate with my good buddy.
Cardboard. I'm BJ Kroeger.
You're BJ Kroeger.
Yes.
The Gem City Card Show promoter, is that correct? Is that the best title for you for this event?
Yeah, in card shows, people who put the card shows on are called promoters.
Okay. So that is coming up September 27th?
The 27th, that's right.
At Knights of Columbus?
Knights of Columbus from 9 to 3 p.m. So come on by. We'll have a good time.
Good. Well, thank you for doing this. I know we wanted you and I go back a long way.
Just a bit.
Just a bit. You know, we've had a little fun over the years.
Absolutely.
So it's fun to talk something beyond the stuff we normally talk about.
Yeah.
Like golf and your kids and
the real non-important things in our life.
The real world.
Yeah.
You know, this is our fun stuff.
Yeah, the hobby, as we call it.
Yes, the hobby. Okay, so before we get into some specifics about the show and that kind of stuff, were you a collector growing up?
I was a bit of a collector. Really, the home run chase in '98.
Okay.
I think really made me a diehard Cubs fan. I know you're a big Cubs fan yourself, Matt.
Oh, huge Cubs fan.
But that saved baseball, right? And
in many ways, yeah.
Yeah, and so I remember as a kid, my mom had a frequent stop at the Mini Mart on Harrison, and they always had like upper deck packs there, and so it was like get a soda and a pack of cards, and I'd open those up, and I had a little index card case at home. I'd stack them in there, and I'd go through them every once in a while. And then,
were you always trying to get the Sammy Sosa card?
I always wanted Sammy Sosa, and then there was this guy in the early 2000s named Kerry Wood.
Yeah, he was all right.
Yeah, he was all right. So I remember I still have some of those cards, and so that was exciting. And actually, a few Ken Griffey Juniors, things like that.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I started collecting a little bit. And then my brother-in-law Chad took me to some card shows when he and my sister Julie were dating.
Okay.
And kind of taught me a little bit about going to card shows.
I can see that.
And that was a good time. And then I went to college, and there's no time for that.
And no money for that.
And no money for that.
Your money goes to other things in college.
Other things involving cardboard boxes. That's right.
That's right. Yes.
And so, like a lot of us, recently back into the hobby, the pandemic really got us back into it because we all were shuttered in our house.
True.
We're digging through boxes, and we're like, "Oh, what's this?"
Yeah.
And, you'd find some hidden treasures.
I have boxes stored in I don't know how many different places. I think I still have stuff stored in my parents' house.
That's where the treasures really
And again, the last time I lived in my parents' house full time was like 1993 or 4.
Yeah.
My summer home from college.
So you're saying there's a little bit of dust on it?
Yeah, I'm sure there is. I know there's one piece of memorabilia in that closet in what would be my old bedroom. While I was in high school, my parents moved. Grew up on Monroe Street in Quincy.
Okay.
They moved to Holiday Hills.
Oh, sure.
So I'm the youngest of 6. I'm the only one of the 6 to have lived in the house on Holiday Hills.
Okay.
So on Holiday Drive.
So that's your house.
So yeah, that's my house. So that technically is still my bedroom.
Yeah,
that's what I tell everybody. But I have an Iowa football.
That's a good one.
A Chuck Long Iowa football.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That my aunt lived in Davenport. Bless her soul, she's no longer with us. But she would get me Iowa stuff pretty much every year for Christmas or thereabouts, or a birthday or something.
They really swayed your fandom.
Yeah, I do love black and gold.
Yeah, just a different shade.
Yeah, the correct shade.
Well, we could argue about that.
Yeah, 3-0, baby. I know. Missouri. Anyway, so you just never know what you'll find when you start digging through, whether it's an attic, a basement, an old closet.
Yeah, a garage sale even.
Yeah.
Just there's an aspect of a treasure hunt.
Yeah. Well, you brought up being a Cub fan.
Yeah,
Cubs
absolutely.
fan. I'm not a Cubs fan.
That's right.
But I've made a promise.
Yes.
And I've been very open about this. If Riley Martin, Quincy University, former pitcher, if he gets to the big leagues, I will buy a Cubs hat and wear it for him.
It's something.
And I brought a Riley Martin baseball card today, and I know you brought some stuff.
I brought some
to showcase as we get ready for the upcoming card show.
I brought my Riley Martin.
There you go.
Yeah,
very nice.
So
okay, so card show's coming up September 27th.
Yes,
at the Knights of Columbus, Father McGivney Hall. Correct? Or you're in the basement?
We're in the basement.
You're in the basement of the main lodge, main hall.
The main hall, yes.
Okay.
So that's where we're at right now. We'll have about 45 to 50 tables.
Okay, very nice.
So it'll be packed, but it'll be.
Any admission to get in?
No, it's free.
Free?
Yep, and I give free stuff to kids.
All right, that's the cool thing. You want kids to get excited about being part of finding their favorite baseball player, or. And again, I know we talk a lot about baseball cards, but football cards, hockey cards, basketball cards.
Yeah.
And then beyond that, and I know you collect beyond
there's
the sports realm.
Yeah, there's a whole non-sports realm of Pokemon. Of course, that's a playable game. Magic's a playable game. There's other things, though. Topps right now is really pushing non-sports. They're coming out with a SpongeBob SquarePants release.
Okay.
Celebrating the 25th anniversary. I remember the premiere. That's how old I am. I remember watching that on my couch at home.
Yeah.
And so that's coming out. That's actually expected to be a huge non-sport release.
Yeah.
And then they're also launching Disney. Next week.
Well, Topps has dabbled in that stuff. I know. I was digging through a set of cards, or a box of cards recently. Just looking at, I couldn't remember what was in the box when I pulled it out of the closet.
Yeah.
And as I'm digging through, I found presidential candidate cards.
Oh yeah,
a Joe Biden one in particular that was in that mix. So they've always dabbled in dropping in some whether it's historical stuff or pop culture related.
Yeah,
they've dabbled with that.
And there's even a baseball card set called Allen and Ginter, which is pays homage to the tobacco era cards, and they always do kind of goofy things. Our mutual friend Bo Thompson of the Madison Card Show.
Yep.
He once pulled. He opened up a case of those Allen Ginter cards, and one of the cards was a Megalodon tooth card.
Okay.
So it had a prehistoric Megalodon shark tooth in the card.
Oh, wow.
So that's a baseball product, but that was the insert.
But that's what you can get out of the inserts.
Exactly.
By the way, Allen and Ginter.
Yeah.
A good Johnny Bench Allen and Ginter card.
One of the greatest catchers ever.
My favorite baseball player of all time.
That's right.
So, what can people expect if they come to the card show?
Yeah.
What for people who aren't familiar with maybe coming to a card show, who maybe buy packs, like you said, at the mini mart, at the gas station, at a hobby shop. I know places like Walmart sell cards, Target.
Yeah, Walmart might be the biggest hobby shop in the country if you really think about it, just from the standpoint of how many cards they sell.
True.
So yeah, maybe you've picked up cards there. You have an interest. So what it is basically we have a variety of dealers who come and they set their cards on the table. Whether they might display them in display cases, you might have them in big boxes that you can go through and look for bargains and good deals. And it's just kind of laid out for you to walk around, almost like a trade show in that sense, or a craft show. And there will probably be about 30% non-sport to 70% sport. Okay. Some dealers will have a little bit of both. You can pretty much expect to find almost anything.
When let's just do for an example. 12-year-old kid comes in.
Yep.
He's looking for Pete Crow Armstrong.
Yep.
Okay. But he's got an old Kerry Wood card.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay. Will you trade with him, or is it all straight?
Yeah, so I would definitely make that trade.
Okay. I'm just trying to give an example so people can understand.
So that's the thing is like, let's say I have some cards with me.
Yeah.
Let's say you bring some cards, whether they're graded or raw, as we would say, kind of like just in a top loader.
Right.
You can go to certain dealers and ask if they're buying or if they're trading, and you can do trade value with the dealer.
Okay.
You could certainly say if maybe if this particular card comped for $25-$30.
Is that a Patrick Mahomes card?
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
And then you're looking at a $50 card. Maybe you're just paying for the difference.
Okay.
Maybe they would take something straight on trade. You don't know what kind of dollars they have into the card you're looking at.
Right.
So that's kind of the negotiation around things. And then you might also meet some other people that are collectors, not necessarily set up, that you might want to trade with as well. A lot of people carry around what look like briefcases. They're called Zion cases.
Okay.
And they're usually loaded with top loaders or
that looks like
cards.
a Pokemon card.
Yeah, this is a Dragonite card.
Okay.
Try to get that there.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, he's one of the original 151 from the original subset of Pokemon.
Yeah, I had no idea what any of that means.
Yeah. Here, you know that guy. That's a non-sport card for you.
Okay.
Rudy.
It's Rudy. Yeah, it's.
Or what's his name in the Goonies?
Oh, yeah. Put me on the spot now, knowing that I've watched that movie 1,000 times.
I can't remember it either.
I can't remember. Sean Astin is is who that is.
So, anyways, you have a variety of opportunities to make deals and find what you're looking for.
And you also said, as promoter of the show and stuff, you do some giveaways.
Yeah. Yep. So, first thing is, like, when you come in, all kids will receive a free pack of cards, whether it's like we've got some FIFA soccer sticker cards.
Okay.
And then here, this is an example. This is a Gym City pack that
cool, that you created.
Yeah, and these will be free.
Awesome.
So if you want to,
you want me to
demo it,
rip it open, and see. Okay, this is a little different. If it's a wax pack, I'm a little more careful in how I do things.
Yeah,
but
so
obviously you got the
it's Ziploc.
Oh,
so and then you can
it's always fun to open packs.
It is,
and whether it's a zip pack like this or a wax pack where you kind of unfold it and stuff.
That's right. And so I put basically a variety of cards.
Okay. Got to be careful as you pull it out.
Yep. And there's another thing in there for you too.
A WWE card.
Yeah, we got the Ivar wrestling card.
I have no idea who Ivar is.
He's a wrestler.
I believe that. Okay.
A Japanese Pokemon card.
Okay. What? A Topps Chrome. Oh, it's a Star Wars card.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a
Dallas Clark, Iowa guy. I know why that's in there.
No idea.
No idea how that ended up in there.
Yeah, that's a trading card.
What is that? I have no idea what that is.
That's Lorcana. That's a Disney character.
Oh, okay. Again, things.
And then a baseball prospect.
And a Nicole baseball prism prospect.
Yeah, and then there's one other surprise in there that some of the packs are going to have.
Okay, let's see what. Okay.
We're going to throw some.
Oh, is it a $5 coupon?
It's a gemstone.
It's a gemstone. Okay.
It's a $5 coupon to use with any of the dealers.
It says Gem City Card Show, $5.
Yep.
So you might score one of those in your free pack.
So instead
awesome.
Yeah, so kind of what you would expect if you were ripping open
that's cool.
any pack of cards, you might find some value.
So if you walk into the Gem City Card Show on September 27th at the Knights of Columbus, you might get one of these, and you never know what you'll find in it.
That's exactly right.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. That's a great idea, especially
you.
For kids. It gets kids excited. Again, I think if a kid wants to be a part of the hobby, the collectors, group, part of the hobby.
Yeah.
To just rip open a pack is fun.
It's fun, and the idea was to put a variety of different cards in there. I can't know that every kid is going to like Pokemon. I can't know that every person who comes in is going to like baseball. Yeah. But I have lots of all of that, so I can kind of put it together and then
and the cool thing is,
if
you find, so if a kid comes in and grabs one of those packs, and he has no clue, like me, anything about Pokemon.
Sure.
But the next kid that walks in doesn't care about the baseball or football card, they might trade right on the spot.
Absolutely.
You never know.
It's hard to say.
And I think for the cool thing about the collecting hobby is it's, at least for the people that we know and the way things are around here, it's not cutthroat. You're not trying to get in, you're not trying to screw somebody over in a deal or something.
Yeah.
It's a collective almost friendship that, hey, did you know, look, I pulled this card.
Exactly.
And, you want to show everybody wants to see when you open a pack of cards, what'd you get?
Exactly.
That's the first question everybody asks.
A lot of us will celebrate each other's luck and success. There's definitely some negative actors, but luckily in our community, locally here, we've got a really good collecting group, and they'll be very helpful if you have any questions or need anything when it comes to the hobby.
I know one of the big things, one of the hot topics in the collecting business right now is box breaks.
Yes.
Do you do box breaks?
I do, yeah.
Okay, so explain a box break to somebody who's going, what the?
Yeah, a group box break is where maybe instead of paying a couple $100s or more for a box of baseball cards or football cards, maybe you collect Myles Garrett. You don't want to buy the Browns, but you like Myles Garrett. Right. So you might find somebody who sells a box where you can buy just the team or maybe just the player. And so you pay a certain price, either they set a price, or they might do an auction.
Okay.
And then when it comes time, they'll open up the box, and every card of that player or team that you've purchased will go to you. They even do divisional breaks. You can buy the NL Central.
So like if you buy somebody's doing a box break and you say I'm going to buy the St. Louis Cardinals.
Yep.
Every St. Louis Cardinal card that comes out of that goes to you.
Yep, unless somewhere it states that you bought all the Cardinals except for Yadier Molina, and Yadier Molina sold separate or something like that.
There are certain stipulations.
There are. You just need to pay attention to that. And there's definitely healthy ways to do it. And it really just about having fun.
Yeah.
There's definitely a little bit of a gambling mindset behind it for some, and I would caution you to that. And
what I would say is do your research.
Yeah.
Make sure if you're going to do a box break or you're going to go online and get stuff, do your research. Make sure it's reputable. Make sure you can trust whoever you're sending your money to.
Absolutely.
And you do that locally with the handshake deals. You want to make sure you trust the guy sitting next to you or the guy across the table from you. Same thing for the internet.
Yep.
Make sure, because I know I've gone, oh, wait a minute, I better not put my credit card information in there because it's not verified.
Yeah, I bet our old buddy DOB would have some suggestions on best practices. The other
DOB from the BBB.
Yeah, DOB from the BBB, formerly of the WIG.
Yeah.
But one thing that I really suggest to anybody when they're getting into the hobby and you're looking at product to buy, look at the checklist. There's lots of different checklists out there, or different products, and they'll have a checklist. Look for your favorite player. Look at the teams. If Johnny Bench is in the product, but he's only got one autograph, that's probably not the product where you want to say, I'm going to buy the Johnny Bench spot.
Right.
There's only going to be very few of those cards.
Yeah.
So
good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so what time on September 27th will the card show begin?
Yep, the show will open at 9 a.m.
Okay.
I think last time there was a line starting at about 8:45.
Okay.
Not a huge line.
Yeah.
We're there for 6 hours. There'll be plenty of time. And we will have some giveaways at the show as well. So come in, fill out a little slip of paper. And
it's not just, and one reminder on this, it's not just cards.
Correct.
Some people may be selling jerseys or bobbleheads.
There's definitely
or other artifacts.
Funkos, baseball bats, mini helmets.
Yeah.
It's called a card show, but we definitely allow for the, what would you call that, the periphery of the hobby. I mean, I went to the National Card Show this year, and there was certainly a lot of bats and baseballs and comic books.
The collector's business has morphed from when I was growing up, all we collected were cards.
Yep.
And it was baseball cards, few football cards, not very many basketball cards, no hockey cards until I was in high school. Great story for you, by the way.
Yeah.
So Dick Chapin, who ran Diamond Cards for many, many years, him and his wife Barb, fantastic people.
Yep.
Actually hunted near Dick out in Plainville.
No kidding.
Deer hunted and stuff. Yeah. So Dick, great guy.
Yeah, Barb still owns it.
Yep. I went into Diamond Cards. I was in high school, and they had some OPG packs of hockey cards with a chance to pull a Brett Hull rookie.
Oh, okay.
And they were charging $10 a pack. And Dick tried to talk me out of buying a pack. And he's like, it's not worth your money. He was honest. I mean, Dick never messed with you. I mean, if he didn't think you could make money off it or get a good card out of it, he wasn't going to sell it to you.
Right.
And if he knew you didn't have much money, I was a high school kid.
Right.
I came in and bought dollar packs mostly.
Yeah, what was the hourly wage back then?
Yeah, good Lord, I don't know.
The point is a lot of money.
So yeah, $10 for a pack of cards where you don't know what you're going to get. So I play. He let me buy it, and I plopped the $10 bill down, and I sat there and opened it in front of him, and I pulled the Brett Hull rookie card. So it's on my desk at home.
Yeah.
I've got an autographed Brett Hull puck.
Cool.
And the rookie card in a holder.
Awesome.
So
yeah,
collecting's fun.
It's an experience.
Cardboard crack. It is. There's an adrenaline rush when you open a pack of cards.
Yeah, there is.
And
I think every collector's got a story like that.
I think so too.
They opened the pack and found something cool.
And how about this? We're talking baseball card collecting or just card collecting and stuff. And when we started this, it was cloudy.
Yeah.
Now it's bright and sunny.
We could play two today.
It just means the week's just going to get better and
brighter.
Yeah, exactly. So BJ, thanks for doing this.
Yeah, man.
Look forward to the card show. Hopefully I can sneak out. I know Saturdays are busy.
Some of the people that'll be there will have a lot of Quincy guys
and
gals.
Well, and I got the KU cap on today as we were talking collecting cards. I showed you the Riley Martin card.
Yeah.
I've got a whole collection of QU players.
Yeah.
That have played in the minors or in the pros. Josh Kinney, Josh Raby, to name a couple.
Yeah.
You know what I don't have, and I don't know how I'm going to get one because I don't know if he's got one yet, is Dason Crows.
Oh.
Because, okay, he's a former QU All-American infielder who got signed by the San Francisco Giants organization in end of April this year.
Mm-hmm.
He's gone from rookie ball, that's where they start them all.
Right.
He's now to AAA with the Sacramento River Cats.
Oh, wow.
But because he's bounced up the way, I don't think he's ever been in a set of team cards yet.
None of the minor league sets yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that kind of trajectory, I would expect to see him maybe in Bowman next year.
Yes, I would hope so.
That would be fun.
That would be fun. So, and hopefully we get a Riley Martin big league card.
We need that Riley
soon
Martin
enough.
big league card. But Craig Counsell will not return my phone calls. What is he?
He's had a great year. I looked this morning actually. His ERA just continues to go down. He had 2/3 of an inning in his last outing. 2/3 of an inning, 2 strikeouts.
Yeah.
He's had a great year. For him, I'm hoping either the opportunity to get up next year opens up, or he gets traded to where he can get that opportunity.
Yeah, he deserves to be in the majors.
He does. He's earned it.
He needs that chance.
And
that's the fun thing about collecting is you've got to.
And I think in the collecting business, you can morph into different ways you collect.
Oh, yeah.
Growing up, I would just buy baseball cards any chance I got.
Yep.
Loved them. And I still love opening packs. But if I'm going to spend some money now on cards, I'm looking for Quincy, Adams County, Quincy University, natives or people who have come through here, that kind of stuff. And I've got one here that was given to me as a gift. It's a T206 of Art Fromme, Quincy native.
I'm not familiar with Art.
So he was, we're talking old school card.
Wow.
But not in the best condition. I think it's
it's beautiful.
But it's a great, I mean the Piedmont collection.
Yeah.
Art Fromme.
That's really cool.
So thanks to my former coworkers, that was a going away gift when I left the WIG.
That's very cool.
That was really cool. So
that's something that if you are interested in finding cards of players like Karen Kimner, for example.
I have some Karen Kimner cards.
You can go to Trading Card Database (TCDB) and you can look it up. Her first card was on a sheet with Emmett Smith and Derek Thomas and SI for Kids.
Really?
Yeah.
That I never knew. That's cool.
I think I read that. I'm like, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I have a couple of her Olympic cards.
Yeah.
Obviously, number one player in the world at one point in time in women's volleyball.
I've got a small collection of Luke Guthrie cards.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
And I think we probably have a lot of the same ones.
Yeah, I've got D.A. Weibring.
I do too. Funny you mentioned that because we both sit here and we're going to pull these out.
Yeah, so like
there's a Luke Guthrie Sign of the Times card.
Yeah, I got a couple of Sign of the Times.
Yeah, I do too. One
in purple shirt, one in red.
Yeah, and then he's also got one in blue.
Yes, and he's got some non-autographed ones.
Yep, and then
we got Exquisite with a piece of his shirt.
Yep, I got one of those.
There's
a
D.A. Weibring.
There's a D.A. Weibring signed card. So
yeah,
all kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah, you just never know what you're gonna
you're gonna get into. And for me, that's been the fun part of at this age. I turned 52 in October. My collecting has changed over the years.
Yeah.
And for me, it's guys I've covered, guys I've written about, guys I know. Those are the cards I want now.
Yeah.
What
I think is really fun is like they're still churning out cards for veteran players. So like there's still Nolan Ryan cards coming out.
Oh yeah.
Still Randy Johnson cards coming out.
To me, those are some of the. When I see that there's a Babe Ruth insert in a set, that's the card I want. Yep. So what if I get 7 Cardinals in a pack? But if I get that Babe Ruth or that Mickey Mantle insert or a Bob Gibson or something like that, I love the history of the game.
Exactly. And
so
I'll say this in short, in the hobby, there's a card for everyone.
Yep. Awesome. September 27th, Knights of Columbus Hall in the basement, main hall in the basement.
We'll have plenty of signage.
Out on South 36th Street.
That's right.
Come out to the Gem City Card Show. Check out this guy. He'll have fun stuff to give you.
Yeah, I'll be right in front. So.
And he might talk to you and have a card collecting conversation.
Yeah, I'll make a trade.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
BJ, thanks for doing this.
Thanks, Matt.
Look forward to seeing you out there.
Sounds good.
Awesome. For BJ Kroeger, I'm Matt Schuckman. This has been another episode of Schuck on a Truck, brought to you by Shottenkirk Toyota.
Muddy River Sports. Our home, our sports.